All right, guys, I'm into the final countdown here for the last few states I have left to get my 50 states. And today we are visiting Maine. Let's check it out. So this tavern behind me, bell in hand, is actually the oldest tavern in the United States. It was quite popular when we were here on the weekend. They do have some outside dining too. It's a beautiful place to come and just hang out with your friends when you're here in Boston. All right, guys, we're in Boston Common now. This is such a cool place. So many beautiful buildings all around, and we are on the Freedom Trail. This is actually where it either starts or begins, depending on where you hop on for the Freedom Trail. It is the oldest public park in the United States. It's a beautiful property here.
Okay, so we arrived to Portland, Maine by train, and our plan is to rent a car, and of course Allie went in to get the car and they ended up giving her a BMW, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help it if they give me a BMW, and I guess that's what we'll drive to Boston. Okay, so we rode the Downeaster up to Portland, Maine. We hopped off, rented a car, and you already saw what the car looks like. So we got a good deal there at Enterprise. They wanted us to take that BMW to Boston, so that's what we're gonna do. And we've stopped out here at in Portland Head Lighthouse at Fort Williams Park, and we're grabbing a bite to eat here at Bite of Maine, and I'm having my very first lobster roll, you guys. So excited. So we'll try that out, and some potato salad, and Rob got a grilled cheese. So we'll try that out, and then we'll walk out to the lighthouse and check that out. Oh my gosh, definitely fresh lobster, and it is really good. They have several different versions, and I of course thought if I'm in Maine I might as well get the Maine, so that's what I have here. It's quite good. So we've walked out to the Portland Head Lighthouse, which is this white structure right here behind me. Rob can pan up and show you what it looks like up there at the top. Let me just tell you, this area is absolutely gorgeous. The air is really crisp, and the flowers are in bloom. It's absolutely beautiful. Definitely encourage you to come out and take a visit in Portland, Maine.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Georgia. Atlanta.
That's fun. You're like in a fancy city, but
All right, we got ourselves some sweet treats here at the lighthouse. We got famous Maine whoopie pies and some gelato. The gelato, we got sea salted caramel. I think we all know what that tastes like. But let's try out this whoopie pie. These are fresh made here. We'll see if we can get it out of the package without making a big giant mess and sharing it with all the birds. Here we go. So it's chocolate cookies, and then it's got some vanilla cream on the inside. I'm trying to do this delicately. All right, let's take a nice big bite. Look at that thing. Holy schmoly. All right, let's get a bite of it. Oh my goodness. I probably have chocolate all over my teeth, but wow. It's almost like 2 brownies with like buttercream in the center. Really, really good. Holy cow. All right, I'll eat some more. See you later.
We're on our way to states 48 and 49 for Allie, which are New Hampshire and Vermont. We are driving there because we were gonna take the Vermonter up from New York, but it is not running right now. It's not running until the end of July, and we are already gonna be out on the West Coast by then. So we had to rent a car. We took the train up to Maine, rented a car, we're driving over. But the 50th state for Allie is going to be Delaware. And we are going to take the Silver Star from New York to get there in just a couple days. So that'll be a part of this video. In just a few minutes, you'll be able to see it. We are crossing into New Hampshire, which is state number 48 for Allie. And 2 more to go. So actually, we did ride the train through New Hampshire earlier today on the Downeaster, but we never got off, so we're not counting that. She wants to get her feet on the ground. Right. So do you count it if you just go through a state in a car or a train and you don't touch the ground? Let us know in the comments. Or do you have to get out and walk around? Certainly I hope you're not counting it if you're just like flying over, but no, that doesn't count. So let us know what you think about that in the comments below.
Alright guys, so just finished up our time here in New Hampshire. We just had dinner at, what's it called? Mi Jalisco. It was a Mexican restaurant. It was kind of cool because we're in the small town of Keene, New Hampshire, and so we just kind of got a feel of the area. Went to the grocery store as well to grab a few snacks for our drive. We're about 20 minutes or so away from Vermont, which is state number 49. I'm so excited to get there and finish up these 50 states. The third exit onto Putney Road. At the roundabout, take the third exit onto So the original plan, as Ram told you earlier, was to take the Vermonter here to Vermont, and we would have ended up here in Brattleboro. So we thought we'd go ahead and come to the station anyways here in Vermont. So it is closed now because the Vermonter is not running, but we are here at the station. So it's kind of cool to be here in Vermont. This is state number 49. Stay tuned. The final state is going to be Delaware. Guys, this is it. I'm so excited. We are hopping on the Silver Star to head to my 50th state, Delaware. I'm so excited, on my way, as I mentioned before, to my 50th state, which is Delaware. And they happen to have this accessible room. Was already booked, but it was empty for these first few stops, so we thought we'll go ahead and hop on here and go in style in the best room on the train. Well, we made it here to Wilmington, Delaware, state number 50, which is actually has the nickname of the first state, which is kind of funny that it's my last state. Anyways, you see the Silver Star there behind me, departing, headed to their next stop, but we're gonna see what we can find here in Wilmington, Delaware. So the park is named after Harriet Tubman and Thomas Garrett. Harriet Tubman, of course, you already know who she is, or at least you should, but Thomas Garrett you may not have heard of. He is credited with rescuing or helping to free over 2,700 slaves. So it's a beautiful sculpture that they've got here in the park. It's gorgeous down here on the river walk, and just across the street is Rosa Parks Drive. So it's a beautiful area right outside the train station to just kind of walk around and enjoy this space. Sitting here after just being in my 50th state, I have to reflect a little bit about everything that I've seen all across the country, and honestly, it's just really kind of incredible how diverse and how beautiful really the entire country is. Each region has something really special, and each state I found had something really special. I do remember every experience that I've had in each of the states. The question a lot of people ask me is, what is my favorite state? And I don't know that I can pick one. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in, which state would be necessarily my favorite. But honestly, as a whole, the country has so much diversity, like I said, and not just in the people, but also in the landscape and in the topography. You know, from seeing the red rock mountains out west in Arizona and in Utah, to seeing the rivers out in the northeast and in Florida, down in the way south in Florida, seeing beaches, or out in California. California itself is almost like a representative of the whole country, because it's so different as well from north to south. But if you do get the opportunity to travel the country, I strongly encourage you to find a state that's completely different than yours to start in, and just to really get an experience of how diverse the country really is. I hope you guys have enjoyed this last few states journey with me. We had a great time doing it on Amtrak, one of our favorite ways to travel. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give me a like on this video, and I hope to see you in your beautiful state.